do this again. I want to discuss about a blog that talks about feeble-mindedness at Gallaudet. And when I'm watching this, I'm really disgusted. It seems like the hearing people have really oppressed the deaf and looked down on them. I just don't get it. What's wrong with us? I mean, we can't hear, that's right, but what's wrong with that? Well, they just look at us like, oh, you're deaf, you're not normal. You really need to learn how to speak and hear and, use your mouth. I'm a pastor and I've done some study and research, and God's view of the deaf is that God made you and me for His purpose, for His pleasure. God looks at the deaf as just beautiful people, that we have a gift that God has given us. And the hearing people can't really accept that. I wouldn't say all hearing people, but just most. I think some deaf people may be embarrassed, and they want to change who they are. But why? You need to learn to accept that you're deaf. And that's the end of it. God made you that way. I've accepted it. And I thank God that He created me the way to be who I am. I was reading a book called The North Mask of Benevolence. And the author, there was a paragraph in that book that just really disgusted me. And it says that a lot of hearing people look at deaf as not normal, that they don't fit into the hearing world. They're unequal. They're below. They're disabled. They have a deafness and they've labeled us that way. They're hearing impaired, and what's wrong with them? And the hearing people treat us, the deaf, as like the same category of prostitutes and people who gamble, or maybe a truck driver who drives an 18-wheeler, in that category. And I think, I don't belong in that category. They're like lowlifes, right? But the hearing people look at us the same way. And I just, think we're deaf, we're normal. I mean, deaf and hearing people have the same mind, the same emotions, the same everything, except that we can't hear, and that's all. I just don't understand. I'm really just infuriated by this. And the hearing people just look at the deaf as, looking down on us. I think it's like looking down at God as well. I mean, God made us for His purposes, and we need to learn to roll up our sleeves and stand up and show that we have rights, just the same as the hearing people, except the only difference is we can't hear. We need to educate them. We need to educate them and not let them know that they shouldn't treat us that way. Thank you for your time.